Welcome to my channel where we practice and learn English together. This video is designed for learners who want to improve their speaking, vocabulary and understanding of everyday English through clear examples and real-life usage. So get ready to listen, repeat, and speak along with me as we explore useful idioms, phrases, and challenging vocabulary that will help you communicate better in daily situations. Let's begin with some common idioms and phrases you can use every day. When someone says they want to break the ice, it means they want to start a conversation and make people feel comfortable. For example, at the party, she told a funny story to break the ice. Another useful phrase is hit the nail on the head, which means to say something exactly right, like, you hit the nail on the head when you said the project needs more time. When something bad turns out to be good later, we call it a blessing in disguise, such as, missing the bus was a blessing in disguise because I met an old friend at the next stop. If someone accidentally reveals a secret, we say they let the cat out of the bag. For example, he let the cat out of the bag about the surprise party. When you feel a little sick, you can say, I'm feeling under the weather. And if something happens very rarely, say once in a blue moon, like, I only eat fast food once in a blue moon. If you work late into the night, you burn the midnight oil, as in, she burned the midnight oil to finish her report. When it's someone else's turn to act, the ball is in their court, like, I sent the email, now the ball is in their court. To do two things at once, kill two birds with one stone. For example, I listened to an English podcast while jogging. Killed two birds with one stone. Now, let's move to some difficult vocabulary words you might not hear every day but are very useful in real life. The word meticulous means showing great attention to detail. For example, she is meticulous about her work, checking every sentence carefully. Ambiguous means unclear or having more than one meaning. Like his answer was ambiguous, so I didn't understand what he meant. Candid means honest and straightforward, such as she gave a candid opinion about the project. Alleviate means to make something less severe. For example, taking a break can alleviate stress. Imminent means about to happen soon, like, the storm is imminent, so we should prepare. Conundrum means a confusing or difficult problem, such as deciding which job to take was a real conundrum. Resilient describes someone who can recover quickly from difficulties. For example, she is resilient after facing many challenges. Pragmatic means dealing with problems in a practical way. Like we need a pragmatic solution, not just theory. Advocate as a verb means to support or recommend something, such as he advocates for clean energy. Inevitable means something that cannot be avoided. For example, change is inevitable in life. Using these words in your conversations or writing will make your English sound stronger and more natural. Keep listening, repeating, and practicing with me throughout this video because real improvement happens with practice and time. When you want to describe someone who is very busy, you can say he's got a lot on his plate. For example, I can't join the meeting. I've got a lot on my plate today. If something goes wrong unexpectedly, people say it went south, like, our plans went south when it started raining. When you want to tell someone to be careful, say watch your step, as in, watch your step on the icy sidewalk. If you want to say that a problem will be fixed soon, say it's in the pipeline. For example, the new software update is in the pipeline and will be ready next month. When someone is very generous or kind, you can say, she has a heart of gold, like, My neighbor has a heart of gold. She always helps everyone. If you want to say something is very clear or obvious, say it's crystal clear. For example, the instructions were crystal clear, so everyone understood. When you want to say something is very easy to do, use a walk in the park. As in passing, that exam was a walk in the park. When you want to tell someone to relax, you can say take it easy. Like take it easy, don't stress too much. If someone is very successful or lucky, people say, he's on a roll. For example, after winning 2 games, he's really on a roll. Now, let's look at some challenging vocabulary, words used in real contexts. Eloquent means expressing yourself clearly and effectively, such as she gave an eloquent speech at the conference. Incessant means continuing without stopping, like the incessant noise from construction disturbed my work. Ubiquitous means found everywhere. For example, smartphones are ubiquitous these days. Cognizant means being aware of something, like be cognizant of the company's rules when you work here. Superfluous means unnecessary. For example, cut out the superfluous details to make your writing clear. Obsolete means outdated or no longer used. Like many old technologies are now obsolete. Juxtapose means to place 2 things close together for contrast, such as the artist juxtaposed light and dark colors in his painting. Ephemeral means lasting a very short time. For example, fashions can be ephemeral, changing every season. Convoluted means very complicated or difficult to follow. Like the movie plot was so convoluted I didn't understand it. Ambivalent means having mixed feelings, such as she felt ambivalent about moving to a new city. Using these words and idioms regularly will help you speak English more naturally and with more variety, so keep practicing with me. And listen carefully to the pronunciation and meaning as we move forward. Thank you for watching this video and practicing English with me today. Keep listening, repeating, and using the idioms, phrases, and vocabulary we covered to improve your speaking skills. Remember, regular practice is the best way to build confidence and fluency. So try to use these expressions in your daily conversations. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel for more English learning content. Stay consistent, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video.